What is KeyVault? So KeyVault is something same as a locker in a bank where we keep our important things like documents or ornaments or like that. And whenever we want, so the bank will be giving something to us which we will be using, okay, to open it and get the things which we have saved. In the same way, so we have this KeyVault service in Azure, where we keep our keys, passwords, certificates over there. So Azure KeyVault is a cloud service for securely storing and accessing secrets. So that's the thing. And next is a secret is anything so that you want to tightly control access to, such as API keys, passwords, certificates, or cryptographic keys. So these are some things which we actually save inside the KeyVault. So anybody with an Azure subscription can create a KeyVault. These KeyVaults benefits developers and security administrators. So it can be implemented and managed by an organization's administrator who manages other Azure services. So basically the administrator do these things. So what he does, so the administrator can sign in with Azure subscription, creates a vault for the organization in which he stores keys, and then he will be responsible for operational tasks like create or import a key or secret, revoke or delete a key or secret, then otherwise the users or applications to access this KeyVault, so they can then manage or use its keys and secrets. Then configure the key usage, how we can configure these keys so that a particular developer can or a particular user can use these secrets or the key vaults or the keys inside the KeyVault, and monitors the key usages, how the keys are getting accessed. Okay, all these things. So now let's go ahead and see the demo. How do we create a KeyVault, then add a secret to it, update a secret to it, add access policies to it, and we'll delete the KeyVault. So this is going to be the first demo on the portal about the KeyVault. Then the second demo is using PowerShell. So we'll be creating service principal and service principal secret. So this is for accessing the KeyVault from PowerShell. Then we'll create a KeyVault. Then we'll add access policies to KeyVault, then create a secret, then access secret. Then we'll going to delete the secret, delete KeyVaults, then delete service principal. So whatever, so first there are three parts here. If you are seeing in this demo of using PowerShell, the first one is we are creating a service principal to add access policies to KeyVault. Second part is we are creating KeyVault, we are creating secrets there, then we are accessing the secrets. Third is we are deleting whatever we have created. So as this is a demo, so we are doing the three parts, but when it is a real time, so what we'll be doing is we'll be creating the KeyVault, then we will validate the access after creating the secrets inside the KeyVault. Okay, let's go ahead and log into the portal. So I already logged into my portal. Okay, so I'm in the portal. So first, as part of this demo, we'll be creating a KeyVault using the portal. So let's go ahead and create the KeyVault. So one way is you can go and you can directly type in the KeyVault here, KeyVault. So you'll get the KeyVaults services. Click on this. Then let's create a KeyVault. Okay, so I'm using this subscription. This is a Visual Studio Professional subscription. So I already have one resource group. So I will go ahead and use it. If you want to create a new resource group, you can create one. by clicking on this. So I will use the existing resource group. Then I will create a new key vault. So I will say this is for, let's say this is for a UAT. UAT GSC is my organization and KV is the key vault. So say certain nomenclature we'll be using in organization. So we can use that here also. So UAT is the environment name, GSC is the company name, and KV means key vault. So by name itself, we can understand, okay, for which environment it is going and for which company or which subscription it is going, and KV is a key vault. That is the service. Okay, we'll go ahead and create this in East US region. Pricing tier standard. We will be having one more premium, but we'll keep the things as it is. Retention period is 90 days. We'll keep as it is. If you want to purge them, you can enable the purge protection so that, so it enforces a mandatory retention period for deleted key vaults and value objects. So this makes sure that the deleted keys are still there and in the retention period. Okay, so once you click on review plus create, so it will show you all the things which you have mentioned as part of configuration or creation of key vault. Click on create. So meanwhile, what we'll do, we'll go and grab a secret. So I have created a storage. So where is the storage? So I have a storage. So I would like to grab the secret from the Azure storage. So access keys. I will show keys, then I will copy this key from here. So I would go ahead and save this inside the newly created key vault. Go to key vault, and you can see UAT GSC key vault. Click there. And so if you want to save the keys, so we'll go to the secrets and generate or import. So manual value is something you can keep here, your key which we just grabbed. So this is GSC storage key 1. So that's the name. We'll keep that. Set activation date, set expiration date. So you're not checking anything on that. Then go ahead and create. So it went ahead and it created the key vault, created the secret. So you can see the current version as this. So once you click there, you can see the secret value here, show secret value. So this is the key which we copied from Azure storage. So if we want to update this, then how do we do it? So let me pick another key from the Azure storage. Okay, we'll go to the access keys. Then we have a secondary key, key 2. So I would like to update that, or I will say I will rotate. So this will regenerate the access key so that the old key won't work. So this is a new key. I will copy that. I'll go back to the key vault. I will go to the secrets. Now I will update the key over here. Show the secret. Okay, new version, manual value, you just enter the new one, then create. So this is the older version and this is the current version. So we'll go back to the KeyVault. Now we will see how do we add access policies. Add access policy. Keys, secret, and certificates. For all this, I'm adding access policies. Select service principal. So I already have one service principal. So I will check if that is there, then I will add that here. G C. Okay, it's not there. What I will do, I will go back and create one service principal, then add that here. I will go to Azure Active Directory, add registration, new registration. You won't be touching anything. Name will be GSC app SP. Register. So once we create this GSC app service principal, you will get object ID, tenant object ID. So this is a service principal ID. Okay, we can add a certificate or secret to it so that we can access it. Let's go ahead and add a secret to this. So description is SP secret. I'll say this is going to expires in a year. This will go ahead and create a service principal. So this is, sorry, this is go ahead and this will go ahead and create a service principal secret. So this is the secret value. So copy the secret value, because if you see this information over here, this secret, you can you'll be able to see the secrets only when you newly create this one. So later on, if you come back and check this, you won't be able to see the value. So it's better you keep that somewhere, save it in a notepad or somewhere. Okay. And this is used to access any Azure services using service principal. So this secret will be useful when we are trying to access the services, Azure services. Go back, and I will go back to the KeyVault. This is my KeyVault, and what we'll do, we'll go to the access policies. That's what we were trying to check. Add access policy, key, secret, and everything, service principal. So let me check if I can. Okay, the one which we just created, it is available now. Select it, add the service principal, click on add. So this gives access to the KeyVault. So now this app application GSC app service principal is added to the KeyVault. So the next time, if I want to access the KeyVault, I can use this service principal to access this KeyVault. And the permissions you can see, key permissions are here. So these are all get, list, update, create, import. So these are all operations I can do on this, on the keys. So there are three things: keys, secret, and certificate. So on keys, I can do all these operations. For secrets, I can do these things like a get, list, set, delete, recover, backup, restore. And for the certificates, I can do all these things. Okay. So now this is all about how we add access policies. So what we have seen so far is we created a KeyVault, we added a secret, then we updated a secret, Then we created a service principal, and from the service principal, using the service principal, we have added a access policy, so which we are seeing it right here. So once this lab everything is done, we need to delete the KeyVault because this is your personal account. If it is the organizational account, you just validate, and you can inform who the teams whoever have raised this request. Okay, so I will go ahead and delete this KeyVault. How can I delete? So if I go back to the KeyVault, UAT GSC KeyVault, I will click on delete. So deleting the KeyVault. Okay, so we have seen this so far: create KeyVault, add secret, update secret, add access policies, delete KeyVault. So next, what we'll be seeing is this is a demo using PowerShell. So we'll be creating a service principal and service principal secret using the PowerShell. Then we'll be creating a KeyVault using PowerShell. Then we'll add access policies to KeyVault. So there we'll be using the service principal, and we'll create a secret. We will access the secret, and we will delete the secret, delete KeyVault, then delete service principal. These are some of the tasks which we are going to perform using PowerShell. As first thing, so we'll be creating the service principal and service principal secret. CLS. So I'm using Azure. I'm using Windows PowerShell ISE. So the first thing you need to do is you need to connect to Azure. So this is what. So there are multiple commandlets to connect to Azure. Okay, AZ login is one module, is AZ module, and this is another way of connecting to your subscription. And I'm passing this tenant. So, and this is my subscription. This is a free subscription, Visual Studio subscription. So I will first connect to that. So once you run that, I'm connected to my free subscription, Visual Studio subscription. Then we'll go ahead and create service principal. So this is the function which I wrote. So I will create. So this is the function, and this is the variable where I am keeping my service principal name. So I've already created a GSC app. I will create the GSC app one now. And here I am calling my function. I'm passing this service principal name, and duration is 1 year. So this duration is about the secret which I'm going to create. So this function, I'm passing 2 parameters, that is service principal name and service principal duration. So these two are things which are like a start date and end date for the secret which I'm going to create. Okay, so, and this is where I'm actually going and creating the new service principal. So this is the commandlet, Azure commandlet, which will go ahead and create the new Azure service principal, new -AZAD service principal. And this is the commandlet which will create the secret, new -AZAD SP credential. And I'm passing my service principal ID, which I will get it from here. And this, I will add start date and end date to it. Then the secret, whatever the secret which I created, so as shown earlier from the portal. So this secret, we need to copy and save it somewhere. So what I'm doing, I'm writing that out to check if it is getting created and what is the value there. And I'm creating a hash table with the service principal data, and which I'm getting from here when I'm creating the new service principal. Then I'm also saving this service principal secret into this one, and I'm creating a PowerShell object here, and I'm returning that. So this step where I'm calling this function, it will return the service principal object that gets saved into this variable sp data. Later on, I'm using this variable to save the service principal ID like this, and the secret from this. So this sp data which we got from here. So later on, I'm just validating if the service principal is created or not, all these things. Just so later, so this is the thing where I'm creating a service principal and creating the service principal secret. The first part. Okay, then after that, we'll create KeyVault. So first, let's go ahead and see this one. Easy show. So easy account show is a command which will show to which subscription I am connected now. Easy account show. So I'm connected to my Visual Studio subscription, and this is my tenant ID. This is a different tenant ID. This is not an organizational one. This is a different tenant ID which I have created so that I can use it. So you get this tenant ID when you actually create a directory. So I've connected to that. I will load this function. What I will do, I will debug this script so that we can understand how it is exactly creating the service principal. F9, I will press F9. So this is going to be a debug point. We'll type F, we'll press F5. So now the function new-gsc service principal is already loaded in a PowerShell when we run, right? So it comes from line 1 and it goes down. So by the line it hit 32. So it already ran the lines 1 to 31. So that means it already loaded the function which I have mentioned. Okay, so I'll press F11. So now you can see we have this value $sp_display. Inside that we have the value my gsc happen. So at line number 33, we have a new custom function, which is a new GSC service principal. So it will create a new service principal. If you want to run that in the backend, you press F10. No, if you want to go line by line and see how this function is running, press F11. So let's see it. F11. So I pressed F11. So it is calling this function. So get date, in date, and line number service. So it is creating all these things. So it is an inbuilt Azure function. So in the backend, it is calling that. So it is. So it is also calling new -az AD credentials now. I will explain you how exactly this works. So we have come back to here, new hyphen AZ AD service principal. Okay, this is again different one. Okay, so now we are back to our function, new hyphen GSC service principal. So what you have just seen in this last 1 minute is that this is the inbuilt function which got called before. So if I press F11, what happens? It goes and calls all these all the development which is made by the Microsoft for building this particular function. Okay, and function is with the name new hyphen AZAD service principal. So we call this as a commandlet basically. So this was called in the backend. So if I go ahead and so now we are at line number 18. Okay, and we have this new hyphen AZAD service principal. So this is again an inbuilt function which will get called. Okay, so if I press F11, it will go ahead and it will show us everything what is running in the behind, what it will it will go ahead and create a new Azure AD service principal. So we don't want to check what is running behind. What we do is we'll just press F11 to understand what is the output from here. So similarly, let's see what is the output we got from line number 17. So $SP, if you type $SP, so it shows the display name ID, the service principal ID, and the app ID. So basically, we'll be using this service principal ID to create or add access to the KeyVault or any other thing. So we use this service principal ID. Okay, now let's press F10. So it went ahead and it ran line number 18, and so the output is saved into this variable. Let's see that. So it has this variable. It has this value inside this variable, new $new credentials. So we have the end date time. So that is a year. So we have given one, right, as a service principal duration. So it went ahead and created, and the end date is updated as a 6/26. So after this, it gets expired. The secret, the key ID is this one, and secret text is this. So this is the actual value. Okay, then let's press F10. So right host will display the things onto the screen. So now I'm creating hash table and service principal, and I'm returning this one. So press. So if you see this service principal, so service principal object, it has a secret and it has a SP, which we just created in the hash table. So it will return that, and it gets saved inside the SP data. We can see that. So now we want the service principal ID and also the secret. If you want to see that, $SP data dot. There are two things. One is secret and SP inside this. If you want to check the secret, dot secret, it will give that. And we have SP data. We want the ID, right? So we have this SP, then inside the SP, we have so many properties, but we want is ID, type ID, we'll get that ID. So what I'm doing at line number 34, I'm saving that to the service principal ID. Let's go ahead and press F10 and validate. So what does this validation do is whether the service principal is created or not. It just checks that. So let me run that. So it has created validation. It has created some values inside this $validation variable. You can see the values inside that. So basically, it is bringing up getting the service principal data, and I'm passing the name of the service principal over here. So if you are getting some output from there, then that means we have this service principal created in the backend. Okay, so what we have seen is we created service principal and we created the secret, we got the service principal object. So this is something, this is one part. So now we will see how do we create the key vault. So I will go ahead and close these things which are not needed. So I'm using only these three. I will share these things in the blog which I have. So I will share the code over there. You can use it, reuse that. So the service principal creation part is done. So now we'll go ahead and create the new key vault. I have two functions, create new Azure key vault and set a key vault access policies. So we will also debug this script, F9. So we'll debug from the beginning. So after the functions, so this is the region for functions and this is region for processing, where I'm actually loading some variables and also using them down, actually processing the request here. So I will press F9. F9 is a toggle point. So I will go ahead and run this. F10, F10, F10. So basically I'm loading that. So now I will go ahead and call the function. So which will create the key vault. So I am passing the values key vault name as a dev GSC KV. Resource group name is this and region is East US. So what is the key vault name which we have given? Key vault name is this GSC. Do I already have that? Dev GSC key vault. I will update the key vault name. So I can do that because I'm in the debug mode. Key vault name. I will say UAT I have created. I will create a stage. GSC is our name. KV is a key vault name. Environment stage. GSC our name. KV is key vault. Update this. And let me hover on that. Okay, I'll put that in strings. I need to put that in strings. Okay, now I can see dollar key vault name is stage GSC key vault. Okay, I will press F11. So once I pressed F11, it jumped from line number 105 to line number 5. Basically, it is calling this function now. So what are the inputs for this function? Key vault name, resource group name, and region. Press F11. So in line number 23, I'm checking if the key vault is already there. If it is not there, it will create a new key vault. So press F10. Why I'm pressing F10 instead of F11 here is that, I don't want to jump into the get-az key vault, how the function is. And again, it will run that. So this is get-az key vault is a function, which is a Microsoft created function. We are using that as a commandlet here. So $vault, what we have inside the $vault. So I believe there are some values. $vault. Nothing is there. Null. So we'll press F10. So it goes inside because here I kept a condition. If the value is null for $vault or it is a blank, then it satisfies these conditions and it goes inside. You can also check like this. Select this one. It returns true. So either one of the keys is true, then it goes inside. because I have put a or condition here. So now it went here, and at line number 26, it will create a new Azure AZ key vault with the key vault name, stage, and resource group. Inside this resource group, and also the region of the key vault will be East US. I will press F10. Okay, it is creating the key vault in the backend, so it is ready. So it has created that. If you see $vault, so it has all that output inside the $vault. So now we'll press F10. So we are at line number 32 now. Will come out. So we have created the key vault from 105. So now we are at line number 108. So this will set the access policy. So I will press F11. So this is again the function which I have created. So access policy. So the key vault name is the input, resource group name is the input, region is the input, and secret permission role I've given it as admin, and service principal ID, which we got from here, this one. So let's quickly go into this function, F10. So what it does is first it will check if there is a key vault available. If there is a key vault, then only it can create this access policies. If the key vault is not there, it will give the output key vault can't be fetched. Check key vault with this name, key vault dollar with this name is available. So that's the error which will throw out if the key vault is not there. I'll press F10. Now at line number 62, it is validating if the key vault is already there. So we have certain value inside this $vault. So this condition won't satisfy. So it will go to the else one. Then I have given secret permission role as admin, I believe. Let me check $secret permission role. So I've given it as admin. So this condition satisfies, and it will save these things inside the secret definition role, key definition role, and certificate definition role. So those are nothing but, if you go to key vault access policies, we are actually adding something here, adding a access policy here. So these key permissions, key permission, secret permission, and certificate permission. So these are nothing but the one which I just hard coded over here. So these are those things: secret, key, certificate, definition roles. Press F10, 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 then setting key vault access policies. This is the actual command where we are actually creating the secret, access policies. F10. So now it is setting AZ access policy. So that is done. So what we have done, we have created a key vault at line number 104. We have added access policy. So let's validate these two things in the portal first. What we'll do, we'll go to the portal. So I'll go to this, and okay, I'm here. The key vault which I created is a stage key vault. Okay, I refreshed and I got this key vault which I created. The first step, Second is I added the access policies for my service principal. Go to the access policies. You can see I've added my access policies, my GSC app one, so which is done at line number 108. And the key permissions, the secret permissions and certificate permissions, all these three things we got it from here, the one when we called the function to set GSC KeyVault access policies. Okay, now let's create a secret. So KeyVault secret, let me check if I have values here. SP secret name. Do I have that name already given? I'm not sure, let me check. I have not given anything. SP secret value. Think I have. Yeah, I have the secret value, but the SP secret name is not there. What I will do from here, I'll pick the SP secret name. So SP data $SP data. So I will give the SP secret name as a key ID, SP data dot SP dot key. I'll just type this. Okay. Okay, I've get member will give all the properties. What I need is key ID. From where will I get that? Okay, key credentials. Let me check if I have that there. Or key credentials. I don't have anything there. There is one more, something like password credentials. Let me type password credentials. Yeah, I have it here. I have the key ID here. Dot key ID. Escape. Okay, I have this value. I will save that to a new variable. What is that which we are using? SP secret name dollar SP secret name. So now I have the value. So I will go ahead and create the secret now. Line number 112. So what we have just done so far is we created the key vault. We have given the access policies before, right? Just now I have just checked the name of this SP secret name was not given. So I wanted the SP secret name to be the key ID. So this will be the key ID and the value, secret value for that key. Okay, so I just went ahead and grabbed the SP secret just before, SP secret key ID. So I will create the secret now at line number 112. F10. Okay. Secret value. Okay. I don't have dollar secret. Okay. I have the secret, then why it is not giving? Okay, secure string. So I need to convert this to a security string. Convert hyphen secure. So I already have few things which will convert the string to a secure string, convert to secure string. I will use that. This one, but this needs to be a secret. I will put this variable as secret. And this is to be secret. Okay, I need to run this one. So now the secret is saved. I will go ahead and run this. So what is secret? What we have inside the secret? Let's check. Okay, this is a secure string now. Let me run this. Line number 112. So we need to convert this secret to a secure string before we actually run this line number 112. And so now right now we have created a secret. Let me go back to the portal and check if the secret is created. Okay, go to the secrets. Okay, you can see the secret. So this is the key ID, and the value of the secret is here, show secret value. So this is the value which I created. Okay, now we'll go to the next thing. So how do we will be accessing the secret now? So this is the commandlet. The commandlet is get-az KeyVault secret. So this is the inbuilt commandlet which will grab the KeyVault, which will grab the secret from the KeyVault. So you need to pass in the KeyVault name and also the secret name. Let's check. Okay, I hope I got the secret now here. And I got the secret. This should be the same as what we have inside this. So you see, this is starting with 9Z3 and the same, we got it from here. So this is how at line number 112, we are saving the secret. And now we are trying to get that secret. So we are accessing that secret so that we can use it. So I have saved that here. So this is how we will create the secret, access the secret, create the key vault and all these things. So now we are done with the creation part. So the next steps are deleting the secret, deleting the key vault, removing the key vault and everything. So whatever we have created so far, we will be deleting that just to make sure that everything is clean. So one way is delete one by one, or else you can directly go ahead and delete the resource group where we have created. So which is not a general practice in the organization. Generally, we don't delete the resource group directly unless until we double confirm all the resources which are inside, then only we delete. So I will quickly delete the secret 116. I will press F10. So it is asking, are you sure you want to remove secret? Yes. Then remove the key vault. It is prompting, then click S. So in the backend, it is trying to delete the key vault. So I hope go to the key vaults. So this is the key vault it just deleted. If you click refresh, it should be gone actually. Okay, we'll go back here. We'll remove the AZ service principal. So this might take a time, but this is the commandlet which will actually delete the key vault. And then we'll remove the service principal F10. So I hope this has deleted the service principal. Okay, it has already deleted the service principal. Let me go back and check. Okay, go to the app registrations. And it has deleted the service principal. The service principal which I created is a my GSC app one. Refresh. So it might take time, but generally it should be deleting. Okay, this is all about what we have seen is creating the service principal secret, creating the key vault, add access policies to key vault, create secret, access secret, delete key vault, delete service principal. These two things, I think there is something which I need to double check once. So I'll go ahead and double check it. So those are the commandlets which we actually use to delete the key vault and delete the service principal. Okay, so this is the demo on